sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Cards and the Vikings coming up next.
The Florida Atlantic man, Greg Joseph, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Murray now. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
To throw, it's Murray. Buying time to his left. Murray has the 1st down and more. And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the 1st down and then slides to the ground.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 34. Shotgun now from Murray. And his throw here's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. On the slant, complete to Hopkins. Touchdown, Cardinals! DeAndre Hopkins, 34 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Prater for the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. Keneduagu now out of his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
On the move to his left. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
Now a good job shifting right, finding his target. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Cliff Kingsbury saying, hey, let's take another look at that. He's going to throw down the challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? So Cliff Kingsbury correct there in the decision to challenge that one. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Cousins. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down. On second down now, it's Cook. He's still on his feet. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. And they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on second down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while, but when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get sixes instead of threes.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
More now to return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade sixes for threes, things are going to work out in your favor.
And he'll even avoid the contact in the end as he will finally slide to a halt. A big play there on the scramble. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Murray flips this forward on the jet sweep. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a first down coming up. Here's Murray. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Murray. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. There for the sack, Everson Griffin. We've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Play action now. Cousins rolling to his left. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's brought down.
On any given pass pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Second down at 5. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. Third and short yardage. Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. They'll come up now on second and a yard. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Sliding out of the pocket. This is caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on second and inches. Coming right, this is Cook on the toss play. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Vikings have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 10-7. That time, a 9-play drive, and it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Moore now on the return. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Green once again the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing now is Murray. And that will be incomplete. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Back deep, D.D. Westbrook. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. On 1st and 10, Cousins flush to his right. This one brought in by Jefferson. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. First down, here's Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That one brought back a few nightmares because when the quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass. All
right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Starting the third quarter with Cook. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
He'll buy some time right. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation, and sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a 1st down.
Open man here is Conklin. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
On 2nd down, Cook. Cook able to escape, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now to this point.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the 2nd half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 43-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Cousins eluding the pressure right. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big connection on that one. 39 yards. Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Cook, they'll try and run it. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. And it's so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Murray has the 1st down and more. And down to the 20. A big run that time by Murray. So that run there, yeah, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see.
And what I really enjoyed about that run and what made it so impressive to me was how he improvised along the way. Sometimes on a big play, you just get the football and you take off in a straight line and go. But this time, how about the artistry of that play? That looked a little bit like a Picasso to me.
From the gun, Murray. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up first and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with second and goal coming up. Now Murray. Open man Green. He's got it. Touchdown Arizona. A.J. Green there to make the grab. And the Cardinals are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage. Put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis, and that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Cousins now to throw on first down. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. Play fake. Cousins steps away. That's complete to his running back, Jefferson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. From the 17, Cousins. Throw caught there by Osborne. And the offense moving quickly to the line. First down, here's the run with Cook. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
It's now second and 6 at the 7-yard line.
They run it again with Cook. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. The battle in the trenches never more important than right. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. It's Dalvin Cook there with a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Now Cousins going to bring his guys up for the 2-point try. Cook, they'll try and run it. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. zone. Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a two-point conversion differently than if it was first and goal from the two, or I should say third and goal from the two.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run it and let your linemen surge and fire out.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over.
Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Throwing to start the drive. Murray. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Daniil Hunter picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray. Ertz over the middle. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Murray staying put for now. They'll go for it on 4th down.
Now Murray's got to have this one. Going deep for Hopkins.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still. And this is caught at the 8.
And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. On 2nd and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone. They get it to him running left. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Now Cousins going to bring his guys up for the 2-point try. Cousins will try and throw.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, partner, since this new two-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals.
Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
Murray now on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time, and that'll bring up second down.
Murray now to throw. Caught left side, Hopkins. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. First down, Murray. That's complete once again to Hopkins. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
And just a yard to go here on second down. Now Murray again. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Play action, it's Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A huge play there for Arizona.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. He'll get this underneath to Edmonds. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys and plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. That's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3, this is where the ball goes anymore.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Murray. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. But defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under.
That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Now Prater to add the PAT. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Cousins just going to take this one down to a knee and end it. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.